So we already talked about RPGs a few months back. Games of simulated heroic adventures. There are the ones where grinding is fun, the ones with epic battles, the ones with engaging story, and then there's Genshin Impact. And before we take our torches and pitchforks, please hear me out. I'm not saying this is a bad game, but there are elements that make the experience a little unpleasant. That's why I'm making this video, to see what works well, what doesn't, then determine if I should recommend it to casual players. So without further ado, I'm the big bro, and this is Genshin Impact. So the game started with a cutscene introducing the main protagonist, twin siblings who travel from one world to another, until they encounter a northern god blocking their path. This is the part where you can choose the main hero, the twin brother Aether or a twin sister Lumine. Once you pick a twin, the other one will get kidnapped by the unknown god, while the character you pick loses their power and gets stranded on the world Tevat. And with the help of Paimon, their fairy looking companion, or as I like to call her, Navi 2.0, Lumine the Traveler heads on a quest to find her brother.
There are a few of these statues scattered across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world. Among the 7 gods, this god controls the wind.
Eventually, the Traveler will meet several important characters in her journey, such as Rider Amber, Jean from the Knights of Favonius, and many other faces who play an important role in the story. As you may have noticed, Genshin takes inspiration from various open world fantasy video games, particularly Zelda Breath of the Wild. The characters can sprint, climb walls, charge attacks, and use wings as paragliders. All these actions consume stamina. Your main method of attack as a traveler is a sword, and the element of the wind as your force power, also known as vision. You can't use more than one type of weapon like Link. But the neat part is, you can play as other characters with different weapons and vision. Amber uses Boy and Fire, Barbara uses Catalyst and Healing Water, and a bunch of other combinations. As for how you can get more characters, I'll get to that later. Don't think Genshin is simple as Zelda. This is a role-playing game. That means you have to make the character stronger by equipping the best weapons, best accessories, solve puzzles and dungeons, grab from materials like plants, fruits, rocks, enemy loot. You know, the boring stuff in every RPG. And of course, the famous cliché in every RPG, unskippable long cutscenes.
Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
Surely, it must be so.
I personally don't do this, but you can co-op with other players either by joining their world or them joining yours. But open world PC games with online multiplayer are not known for its well-managed security, and Genshin is not the exception. My advice: turn off co-op mode and focus on single player, or go private with your friends. So that covers the basics of how Genshin is as an RPG. Now get ready for the real Genshin gameplay. God damn it, not another one! Genshin Impact is a free-to-play game, meaning it relies on microtransactions, or also known as gacha system, depending on the region. Like I said before, you can play as other characters besides a traveler, but the first companions you unlock are not very effective when you make further progress, unless they are on a team that suits them. It's just like Pokemon, you need to experiment on other characters to find the ones that fit in battle and the ones in exploration. But unlike Pokemon, where you can get a Pikachu just by walking on grass, in Genshin you need to do daily commissions, story missions, side missions, open chests, dungeon challenges, defeat bosses, defeat story bosses, participate in events, and alien blossoms. Just to get a cursed currency called Primogems, and exchanging for Intertwined Fate for the character I want. The wish system is the main gambling mechanic in the game. If you don't want to spend real money, you need to play the game very often to all that card I just mentioned and gain Primogems and spend them on the wish pulls. You know what the worst part is? You don't always get characters. The bundles are overflowed with random weak weapons of 3 stars. 4-star characters are rare, 5-star characters are extremely rare, and you can only pull for them during limited time events. Oh! Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of live service games. Man, I must be getting old if I complain about modern gaming. Back in my day, we unlocked characters by being tough bad guys in the highest level. Unlike you lazy youngers who rather open their wallet. Now get over here and dust up the GameCube. You're gonna play Smash 4 mainly, and you're not good enough until you lock all characters. Good luck for you too. Anyway, back to Genshin. Thankfully, there is always a small light that shines in the darkest void. Or at least makes the game more tolerable. If you go to the event menu, head to the test run section to try the current characters that are available in the limited time banner. This will give you an idea of what characters you want in your team and ignore the ones that don't serve your playstyle. This helps me save a lot of wishes. In Genshin, most of the story missions can be accessed because some key character is based in a side quest. Now that's just ridiculous. Imagine that in Zelda you can save Harold yet because first you have to find a missing kitty. Oh wait, that actually happened. But thanks to an update, they added focus experience mode, so the game can really focus on the main story. You know, like any other regular RPG should be in the first place. After my little incident with my Steam account last year, I had to format my PC and restart everything. But I forgot to save password from my first Genshin account, and I lost all the characters I had. But on the bright side, with my second account, I learned from my mistakes and didn't the first one. Like the adventure rank for example. You see, adventure rank is like the level up system for higher rewards and for enemies. When your adventure rank is high enough, you can upgrade the world level by 1. The higher the world level, the better the rewards and materials you get, but also means really tough enemies and bosses. I was in world level 6 in my first account, and that became a real headache. But with my second account, when I reached to level 5, I reversed it to level 4 to make the game more manageable. And up to this day, I'm still at world level 4. Totally worth it. Now back to the first question, what works well and what doesn't? As an RPG, Genshin Impact is pretty solid. A massive world to explore, different team strategies, events both permanent and limited are neat, the story is epic, although a bit boring sometimes, not gonna lie, and it's completely free! But as a live service game, it's a nightmare. Now the ultimate question, is this game really worth it for casual players? The answer is... no. Again, I'm not saying this is a bad game. Genshin Impact is a big phenomenon that brought people together and formed a community of streamers, animators, artists, cosplayers, and fans in general. But not only you have to worry about limited events, but also need to spend a big amount of time farming materials, leveling up your main characters, and watching lot cutscenes you can skip. With the small free time I have, I only did daily commissions and autoplayed the main story little by little. And it was really worth it. I managed to save about 200 wishes since I started my second account and got the characters I wanted. Nowadays, Genshin Impact is really enjoyable for players who meet these 3 conditions. Having all the free time in the world, having no responsibilities, and Genshin being the only game they own. And those are 3 things that don't work with me. I highly value my personal time, I am committed to my YouTube channel, and I got better games to play. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day. And remember, Ad Astra Abyssask. Bye bye.
Ad Astra Abyssask. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Thankfully, my childhood games don't have a gambling system like Genshin.
Hey!